I just feel so bad for him because he doesn't want to. Oh, that's good. He doesn't want to do anything about what's happening to him.
Yeah.
I hooked him. I don't know if he told you, but I hooked him up with a friend of mine who has a paper, small paper in Vegas, but still it's a paper. And he wanted to do it. I told him what happened to him. He goes, "Bring him in here. I want to do a story on him." I said, "Hey, blah blah blah. Well, you know I don't have gas money. I will pick you up, my brother. I will pick you up, bring you here, and bring you back home. Meet with me." He's afraid of something happening to him, you know, like physical. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, it's possible. Hey, it's possible. We talked about this already.
There's a rumor that he was in the office that he come from, Boulder, Boulder Station.
The main,
Boulder,
right?
Maine, that he was gonna come back and retaliate.
Yeah.
I was like, come on.
You know who started that, right?
No.
The postmaster.
Grady?
Postmaster started that.
Didn't he retire?
What? Yeah, he did.
He made sure he got rid of Andre before he retired.
Yeah. He told me that there's 3 other black guys that were removed from that station.
Yeah.
You know what she said yesterday? Loud, so everybody could hear it. There was only like maybe 3 carriers in here. She goes, I'm mad. Everyone's getting an 8-hour day. I'm pissed. Because I guess people like me, I told her I need 30, and then I asked for another 15 because I wasn't done. You know, I guess a lot of people did that, and she was like, I'm pissed. Everybody's getting an 8-hour day tomorrow.
Oh, she was talking about you.
No, she was talking about loud.
But I mean, because you weren't getting an 8-hour day. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
She is so... Did you suggest to you to quit since you were off for so long?
No one's ever.
Because that was the rumor.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. A few people told me that.
So
I was
she
like,
probably said something to Ladina or to somebody. He should just quit.
yeah, she must have.
She says things she shouldn't.
Yeah, she's very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. It's like when I came back that first time for I guess 1 or 2 days, and then I left again. Everybody's calling me, telling me, they're telling me my situation. Why do they know my situation? Why do they know I have a hernia? The only people that should know are the people I told. But people that I didn't even tell know. And I know it wasn't the people that I told talking, like you. I know it wasn't you talking and telling, oh, he's got a hernia.
I didn't even know.
You know? Oh, you didn't know? I thought you retired.
One thing I heard, he told me that you were out on medical.
Yes, ma'am.
I need you to do 8 hours today, okay?
All righty. There's nothing out there?
Back and clocked
There's
off.
nothing?
At
There's
4:30.
nothing out there?
I don't know what coverages you have.
Okay,
Did you
well,
walk
depending
did you walk
on-
this morning?
No, I did not.
I'll go and walk in a minute, but
All right, thank you. So that'll determine that whether I can get 8 or not.
what did you take yesterday?
I have
30
I had
minutes
this, I had this, and I had these double coverage. I had double coverage. Yeah,
So
and I
that's
still
what all
got
you
a
have
few
left?
of these. Yeah, and I still got a few of those.
Okay.
All righty.
Finish those and do 8 and manage those. and do
Gotcha.
8.
Gotcha.
Don't say you can't do 8 and call me.
Well,
'Cause I'm telling
it's
you,
an estimate,
I'm telling you right now to manage
and I'm
these.
telling you it's an estimate.
At 1 o'clock,
Okay.
stop these and stop those so that you can make 8.
Okay, you got it.
Okay?
You got it. I didn't realize that when I gave you my estimate today. So that's probably going to be a problem, and I'm having an investigative interview, which will definitely hinder 30. So you got?
Yes, you do have an open.
Oh yeah. So that's gonna, because I gave you an 8-hour estimate. So that's probably gonna mess me up, that overflow. But I'll see. But I am having an investigative interview, so I'm definitely gonna need a 39.96. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
You know, Ladina, I want to tell you, I'm on the overtime list, and I haven't seen any overtime, which is fine, as long as at the end of the quarter, I'm taken care of. I got no problem.
Okay.
But yeah,
You haven't been here either now, so
No, no, yeah, I realize there's, right.
Yeah.
I realize
But they
there's
have to
probably
use
going to be
you.
a cycle
Yeah.
where,
But they do have to use you.
right.
When you're
Like
available.
today, they told me to get out an 8-hour day. I was off on Wednesday, so that means that I
don't
already
get
had
an
my
8-hour
8-hour day,
Yeah.
right?
So like if somebody on your time works overtime, then you get, that would be your pay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I realize there's probably going to be a cycle where everything's got to be clean. Like my paycheck came in the other day, there's no money. I understand that, you know. Probably next week there'll be a little bit of money, and then the next week it should be normal. You know, I understand
They
that.
can't catch you up, but
Right.
But whenever you're here, they do have to work you. They
Right.
can't have you go 8 hours and then have Tommy carry overtime.
Right, right.
That overtime that Tommy carried should have been yours. That's how you don't get paid.
Right,
So if that's what
okay.
they're doing, then that's yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. So yeah,
Just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Okay. This is for you before I start the investigative interview. I have a letter of demand for you for your health benefits premium related debt. So it's for $842.60, and that's to recover the cost for continuing your health benefit coverage for pay periods look like 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Okay, so I just need a signature and date there from you. I'll give you a copy.
Can you give me a copy? When you give me a copy, I'll show it to
I
my
sign
lawyer.
it. I sign it. I'll give you a copy after you sign it, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so can
Well,
you
I
sign it
can't.
so I can...
I can't sign that until I discuss it with my lawyer.
So, Ladina, I'm going to put employee refuse to sign, and go ahead and make the copy.
Thank you.
Okay, so the time is 9:42 a.m. Case two, where you see investigative interview that may lead to possible disciplinary action up to and including removal from the postal service. How long have you been a postal employee?
Let's see. I started in June. I believe this is an estimate. 2005. I was made
I just
regular.
need to know how long you've been a postal employee.
I'm trying to figure that out.
You said June of 2005?
Right.
Okay.
And I became a PTF around September 2006, I believe.
Are you aware that you're required to be cooperative in all postal investigations?
Not if it's harassing in nature. And this is definitely harassing in nature.
Are you aware that employees are expected to discharge their duties conscientiously and effectively?
That's a loaded question. If said employee was given an environment where he can thrive, then said employee can do what you just stated properly. The environment here is a hostile environment, and it violates the ASOV, is that what it's? And Postmaster Collins, I believe his name is Craig Collins, has already been notified by email and by phone, and you have well been notified of that because you were CC'd. And you, by you, I mean Ms. Trumwell.
How is this a hostile work environment? How do you consider this to be a hostile work environment?
Consider this to be one. We're going to start with just because you asked that shows a lot. When I was gone, there were carriers calling me, telling me that you're making this place a hostile work environment. They don't tell you, they don't tell Adina, they don't tell anyone because they don't feel anything's going to be done about it. And that's sad. And that's sad that you don't realize the way you bark orders is not a healthy work environment. And the fact that your boss, my boss, Craig Carlton, hasn't returned any of my calls or any of my emails shows that. Because he knows what's going on. He doesn't need to hear it from me because he knows. And if he hears it from me, then he has to address it. So I'll let you guys catch up, but there's more. What you should do is allow an independent company to come in here, separate from the post office, separate from the government, come in here and spend a day with you barking the orders, of course, like you do. Or let them come, or have the employees sign an agreement that there is not going to be any retaliation against them. And maybe you'll hear the truth about the way you manage. I've owned businesses. I've been an owner of a business. If I did what you did, I would be sued. You guys don't care, right? Because you're the government. You can do whatever you guys want.
Are you aware that you're required to be honest, reliable, trustworthy, courteous, and of good character and reputation?
Loaded question. I think I'm being extremely honest in telling you your flaws. You know, the fact that you're not a good manager, but you could be.
Is there more? Is that it? Okay.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Are you aware that you're required to be honest, reliable, trustworthy, courteous, and of good character and reputation?
Okay. Yes, there is more.
I'm being extremely honest by telling you your flaws. You're not a good manager, but you could be.
Yeah, it seems, yes, there is more. It seems that the only one in this outfit, that's the only term I can think of it, this outfit, that has to be honest is the employees, the carrier, the carrier or the postal worker. It seems like the managers never have to be honest. You know, there was a time in this station, even with Ration A, that you can go on vacation and your stuff stays exactly where it is. And since you've been here, you put something down and it disappears. And it was never like that until, and I don't know, maybe someone's trying out to make you look bad. Believe me, that's in my thought too, especially with what you told me the other day, that they came in and actually came into your office and stuff. So that's horrible. But it never happened until you came.
Hold on just a second. Yes!
Are you busy?
We are, and I still need to see you, so hold on.
All right.
Or, Matthew, go ahead and go. What are you doing, 45 today?
5.
Okay, go ahead and go. I'll catch you. Are you aware that you're to follow the instructions of your supervisor?
Again, a loaded question. But this investigative interview has no merit at all. with these loaded questions. I know what you're getting at, and I'm going to paint the picture for you so you don't have to. You said to everybody, take your parcels. And I forgot mine. So now you're going to try and pin on that is failure to follow instructions because you told everyone to do it and I didn't do it. And that will fly in the post office. Yes, it will. It will fly in the post office. But it won't fly in the court of public opinion. It was a mistake. Believe me, when you showed it to me, I felt bad because every person on my route, maybe not everyone, but most of the people on my route are friends. When I was hurt, they contacted me, they reached out to me. They said, we hope you come back. We hope you'll be all right. So to me, I consider them friends. If I do something like this, it's a shot on me, and I look at it bad. You can issue a discipline, you can fire me. None of that's going to make me feel as bad as I felt when you showed me that yesterday. You can't make me feel worse than that with what you're going to do. I dropped the ball. Yes, I agree. But if I had an environment where I can flourish, that would have never happened. I'll let you guys catch up. You want to cut up? Okay. For instance, yesterday I have double coverage. I asked for 30 minutes. I got to chase the supervisor around for a 96. Then when I ask for him, I'm giving a hard time about my 96. That kind of stuff breaks your flow. Okay? Before I worked here, I worked as graphic designer and a photographer. If you don't do certain things to your camera, your pictures are going to come out terrible. So there is a flow that I have. You can't teach me your flow. I can't teach you my flow. It's a flow I have. And when that's broken by supervisors who scream at the top of their lungs, barking orders rather than being polite, with supervisors who you have to chase down to give a 96. If I was a supervisor, the minute that a carrier tells me I need 30 minutes, that carrier gets a 96 right away, bam. Whether it's go get a 96 or I'm not saying that you guys have to hand it to us like babies, but when we say, hey, remember I asked for 30? There you go. It shouldn't be a thing. I've heard, and I apologize, I forget her name, this supervisor that's out here now, say to people, they said to him, what do you want me to do with this? I want you to go out and deliver your mail. I mean, is that the way we should be talking to each other? And then what gets me is that they're women and they're black. If anyone that should know anything about hardship, it should be a black woman. Why I should know this? Because I'm the vice president of a women's film group here in Las Vegas. And I hear their stories all the time, and they're heartache. And it's really sad the way the women have been treated in America for so long. And now you're in a position, to change that. And you just go and do the same thing everyone else is doing instead of making the change. Why? Because if you stood up, you'd be out of your position. We both know that. That's not a reason to stand down. There should be a reason to be more aggressive. Like you told me yesterday, your supervisor gives you heartache. I call it heartache. It's screaming and yelling. Let's call it whatever it is. Screaming and yelling, and that comes down. And I'm sorry that's happening to you, but you should be the one to stand up and say, you know what, it's going to stop here. Because I already told your boss, let me run this station for 6 months to a year, and I'll bet you I get the numbers up better than anyone and that's ever had this station. Yeah, there are people that you have to talk to like that. I totally agree. They don't get anything else but what you do. And they need a supervisor like you. But I don't. I've owned businesses. I'm self-motivated. I don't need that. And I think you should take each individual like that, not be prejudiced against the whole. You're a carrier, so you go out there and do nothing all day long. You know, I've heard comments inside, been back to 2 times, that person doing my route can finish by 3 o'clock, 3:30 on my route. Yeah, with a bunch of calls from customers. My customers told me, hey, I'm glad you're back. I get mail from streets I never even heard of. Because they're rushing. Because if they don't, they're going to be just like me, targeted and abused. And this is why and please, I hope you get this to him, this is why you're our boss. Both of them, Postmaster General, because I reached out to him too. Well, he won't return my calls either. That's why Postmaster General and Carlton are afraid to sit with me in a room. Because why did you need to hear this? You know all this. We all know all this. This has been going on for 200 years. I'm telling you, you've been strict. You've been strict. Now, if you let loose, these people in here will work hard for you, because you let loose. You rang the chain. Now let it loose, and you'll see these people will work hard for you. But no, we can't do that, because some guy in Washington feels that this is the way to get the best out of an employee.
Are you aware that the M41, the city delivery carrier's duties and responsibilities, state that you're required to display a willing attitude and put forth a conscientious effort in developing skills to perform duties assigned, as well as provide reliable and efficient service?
Okay, so let's see, another loaded one. Is there going to be a good question that's not loaded? My supervisors have told me to have them, you should call them. Okay, and if you call them, you will see that everything you just said in that question is done. Someone forgetting something is not what you called it. I can't even repeat it, it's so ridiculous. And again, it comes down to your ability as a supervisor. If your henchmen over here weren't out giving us a hard time, we can do our job right without forgetting.
It states, the M41 states that you are to report for work promptly as scheduled.
My apologies. In order to answer that, I will need to know, when did I not report to work as scheduled? You gonna answer or no?
No.
Okay. No problem. No problem. No problem.
Are you aware that your absence on 12/3/14 is unscheduled?
12. I need memory. I don't remember 12.
Today is the 5th. That was 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Okay, unscheduled. Okay, and is that against some law that I don't know, that if something comes up that I can't call in? Is there a law about that? I mean, I don't know. Aren't I allowed one? Can you help me out, Ladina, on this? I'm allowed how many days?
I can't answer any questions for you, sir. She's just sitting in here as representation.
I was a steward too. That's not true.
She's just sitting here.
That's
to
not
make
true.
Sure that
Okay.
I am not,
All right.
Excuse me.
That's not
She's
true.
just sitting in to make sure that I do not violate any of your wine garden rights.
Nope, that's not true.
That is true.
Because I was a steward. No, I've
Please,
helped the,
excuse me.
Than you have.
Excuse me.
I've
Stop- you guys
stood
stop
up
it.
and
This is my
exit out
Santiago.
with the
Santiago. Sir.
person.
Sir.
But I cannot
Sir.
Well,
Excuse
okay,
me,
then can
sir.
we go outside?
No, sir, please.
What?
Listen.
What?
You're not listening.
Yes, I am listening.
I said,
I'm
sir,
listening.
About 15 times.
I'm
Stop.
listening.
Please stop. This
Go
is
ahead.
my investigative interview.
Okay. And we have the right to get up and step outside because I've done it numerous times as a
This is
steward.
my investigative interview. Please
Doesn't
do not
matter.
disrupt
It
okay?
doesn't matter.
Please do not be disruptive, John.
I'm not being disruptive.
Okay?
Is it you not understand the question? You want to step outside and
Sure. Thank you. How many days?
No, but I
Go ahead.
cannot answer the question for you.
Okay, I mean,
We can step outside. But I
I know that you have power. She's trying to make it look like you have absolutely no power.
that's not, no. But
That's the
don't-
way I
I'm-
took it by
I'm not
saying
going to
she's
have
only
you
here to
tell me my
listen.
job. Okay,
Look,
let's get
I'm
that
not
straight.
trying to tell
If
you
don't want
your
to
job.
represent,
We're
we can
on-
call the Hogs and come down here.
Go ahead.
But you
It
don't
doesn't
tell me my
matter.
job.
I'm
I
not
can't
telling
answer
you.
the question
Why do
for
you get upset
No, because
every
you sitting
minute?
there- when I told
You
I
have
couldn't,
power.
You could have said, I know
And
the
I-
power that I have. Trust
okay.
me, I've been doing this a little
Okay.
longer than you, Santiago.
Okay.
There's a
Then
reason why I'm still
exercise
here.
that power.
Don't tell me to exercise
Then
nothing.
exercise
What's
that
the-
power.
I can't answer the question for you.
Exercise that
I'm going to tell you
power.
what. I'm going to
What?
call the union hall. They can come there and represent. When you tell me my job,
Fine by me. Fine
Tell
by
me
me.
my job.
Fine by me.
you need to learn to do your
Fine,
job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys step, hold on, step
I'm
outside.
calling the union hall.
I got, this is the union hall.
Okay.
I have a problem. This is Monique
Nothing
Rivera
wrong.
at Winterwood Station. I'm trying to conduct the investigative interview with Mr. Santiago and Ladina Longa, union rep. And he asked Ladina to help him out with a question. And we told him that Ladina couldn't answer any questions for him, that he had to answer to the best of his ability. Now, if there was something he didn't understand or needed to side caucus on, they could. But became very belligerent, disruptive, loud, would not calm down. So they stepped out. And once they stepped out, it just got worse. So I need to conduct the investigative interview. I don't know Ladina's placement on this. I need for it to just go calm and allow me to conduct my interview. Sure, hold on just a moment, okay? Here you go. You want to use the phone out there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to put you on hold. She's going to step out, okay? Leave that door open, please.
Or him.
Mr. Santiago?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to go ahead and stop my investigative interview.
Okay.
And let you go ahead and go deliver your route.
All right,
And then
sounds
we'll,
good.
We'll pick up on
Can I
this.
finish my phone call with my
yes.
union rep, or
You can.
do
Can
I have
you
to
pick
cut
that
this
call
off?
up so I can have my office, please?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I'm going to place you on
Just
hold.
put
Is that
it on
okay?
hold. Push the red button.
Okay. I don't want to hang up on you. Okay.
Yeah, push the. All right. What line were you on? Do you know?
3.
All right. So then you could go to any phone.
Thank you very much.
And pick up the 3.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Yes, ma'am.
This is George, sir.
Oh, I apologize. What did I leave behind?
Hold that.
Oh, I did leave something behind. The
Yeah.
refusal letter?
Yeah. Where's the original?
I don't know. I just have mine.
Okay.
You found it?
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you,
very
sir.
much. No problem.
Is there any good reason why these were not taken out today?